herd's survival rests on her shoulders. The matriarch's experience is their shield against a world of dangers. Uneasy truce, born of desperation. But in the African bush, no truce lasts forever. For the pride, this gathering of the thirsty is an opportunity. Peace held together by a shared thirst and the certainty that it cannot last. But it is the lioness, the pride's chief strategist, who reads the landscape. But there are other eyes watching. Eyes that hunt not with patience, but with strategy. A gesture is a command. A plan is formed without a single sound. The decision is made. A silent signal passed between the masters of the... The alarm has been sounded. Panic is a contagion, but the danger, for now... The master strategist is already selecting the target. Her mind is a map of weakness and opportunity.
But the danger on the ground is matched by a more ancient threat, one that has mastered the art of patience.
Pride communicates with a language of near invisibility. A twitch of a tail, a flick of an ear, every movement is a sentence.
Leader's choice is made. In this deadly arena, strength will now be pitted against strength. But his power is only half of the equation. The hunt is a strategy, orchestrated by the lead female. But the danger on the rocks is not the only threat. The oldest predator of all waits. The crocodile's violence is not a threat, it is a dinner bell. Chaos is the catalyst they have been waiting for.
The stallion's courage creates a deadly impasse. He cannot attack, and the lioness cannot advance without risking a fatal blow.
But on the savannah, there are older, deeper allegiances. The enemy of my enemy. For now, courage and community have won the day. But the lions are patient.
A single victory does not win the war. The failed charge has cost the pride energy, but it has revealed a weakness.
The stallion's courageous defense is for naught. The pride's strategy is not brute force, but deadly coordination.
This is not a cry of victory, but a proclamation, a signal to the pride.
There is an order to this chaos. The male, though dominant, acknowledges the role of the lioness who initiated.
Once the king has taken her share, a concession is made.
For the survivors, the night offers a reprieve. But the memory of the hunt lingers. The feast is never a private affair. Every success rings across the plains, a summons to the hopeful, the patient, and the bold. But a successful hunt does not guarantee peace. On the plains, the struggle is constant.
Against the collective might of the herd, the lioness's stealth and cunning are not enough. They need a hammer blow.
He has made a critical error. He has mistaken a wall of defenders for a field of victims, and he has not accounted for the will of the matriarch. In the face of collective power, even the king is humbled. The pride, broken and scattered.
For the king of the plains, there is no greater shame than retreat. is the only currency in this kingdom, and his account is empty. Pride's survival outweighs loyalty to a fallen leader. It is the brutal, unwavering law of the savannah. His reign, written in scars and survival, ends not with a roar, but with a whisper.
Arrogance has a price. The lion pride leader, accustomed to victory, cannot abide the failure of his pride.
He has not accounted for the will of a matriarch, a protector who will not yield.
Power meets power. An unstoppable force against an immovable object.
On the savannah is a fleeting thing, a currency paid in strength and lost in a single, fatal miscalculation. The will to rule remains, but the body is broken. In this kingdom, there is no sympathy for a fallen king. Hunted, it is a victory years in the making, a testament to collective courage and the unbreakable spirit of survival.
A final, desperate gamble. The pride leader commits, targeting the herd's future.
For the victors, a moment of peace. In the brutal calculus of the plains, arrogance is a debt paid in blood.
For the hunters, it is a lesson in humility. For the hunted, a testament to the power of collective defiance.
An alliance forged in desperation has held. The pact of the watering hole.
Victory is not an end. It is a respite, a precious moment of calm before the dawn brings the struggle anew.
Arrogance is the predator's gravest sin.
He has not charged a cow. He has charged a matriarch, an immovable object forged by a lifetime of survival.
On this battleground, every potential victim is a warrior.
The hunt is over. The tide has turned. The kings have been routed.
In the unforgiving
Balance
counsel.
of power, once written in tooth and claw, has been redrawn by horn and hoof.
Survival is not merely about strength, but the will to stand together when the shadows fall. In the brutal calculus of the savannah, victory is not a celebration. It is simply survival. The threat recedes, but is never truly gone. For now,
For water, there is always a price. Tonight, that price was paid. The fury of the battle fades, replaced by a bond more powerful than any predator.
For the matriarch, the instinct to protect is absolute. Her victory is not in the defeat of a prey. The thirst that drew them here must still be slaked. Life in the savannah must go on.
Tonight, the survivors will rest. But the water remains, and it will call them back.
Pride's reign is broken. But for the survivors, the price of water has been paid in courage.
The immediate threat has passed, but the memory remains. Thirst, an even greater tyrant, draws them back to the water's edge.
Is a brutal master. It has driven them back to the water's edge, where danger so recently struck.